Welcome to today's episode of Vibe and Talk. It's actually been a while. I think it's probably been like 2 weeks since I've uploaded. If you didn't catch the last episode, we got in some pretty big trouble because I pretty much didn't. Yeah, I'll explain it. I didn't. I didn't bleep out the people's names.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? Who cares? Like, I don't think they're ever gonna listen to this because I blocked that chick.
Yeah.
And I was like, she's never gonna see this.
Yeah, but like you tell people to share it, they're gonna see it.
I know, but I guess she ended up finding it, and the boyfriend at the time, I guess the boyfriend was like, "Hey, if you don't fix this or take this down, we're gonna call the cops on you." And I was like, "Huh?" Like, all right, call the cops, but okay, we're gonna. I digress. If you didn't notice, we actually have a new intro song, and I want to give a special shout out to my really close buddy Connor. What?
I said do it.
Do it?
Yeah.
Do what?
Give the shout out.
I will. I just want to give a thanks to Connor with the Beats. If you want to follow him, my voice
formerly known as CJ Beats.
CJ Beats. Yeah, if you want to follow him, his Instagram tag is Connor. Make sure it's the ER. Connor with the Beats. He actually made that. I told him specifically that I wanted like a Childish Gambino vibe. And if you couldn't tell, that kind of felt like a Late Night and Kawaii kind of thing. Like retro, you know what I mean? Doesn't it feel like that?
Yeah, I totally forgot which song it was, but like there was one that definitely like sounded like
Palisades.
Yeah, kind of. Palisades had like a little good guitar thing.
Yeah,
on, but it's kind of like that.
Okay, well that's
definitely the vibe I got.
I thought it was pretty cool. I'm actually gonna have him send me multiple intros, and I'm just gonna use it whenever.
Anyone who like doesn't know Childish Gambino has no idea what we're talking about.
Dude, you know what's funny at work? So if you guys have you guys seen like the new Lion King? Have you seen it?
I have not.
I refuse to watch it because, you know, when Simba grows up,
yeah,
Childish Gambino plays Simba.
Yeah, I know.
I just can't see like Simba being Simba. I see Childish Gambino. Like I can literally see him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that. I don't know. It's just like kind of like a weird reason to not watch a movie, though. I mean, if you're a big fan, why don't you support
dude, I'm a
him,
huge fan. I mean? I got him tatted on my arm.
Yeah, I know.
No, I don't know.
That's like saying like, oh, I didn't go see Solo because
he was in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I just couldn't get that like his face out of Simba. You know what I mean?
I guess, but like, why is that necessarily like a bad thing?
I don't know. It's just his voice is so good, and you just want to sing along. And then plus Beyonce's on there too. Like it's really like a hard duo not to. Who?
Just kidding.
But yeah, that's funny. We really don't have a topic today. Actually, my bad. I didn't even introduce you. So if you can't realize by the voice, I have my really good friend David Tomei here.
I'm
David,
back.
Welcome back.
It's good to be here again.
Okay, so today we don't really have a topic, but we're just gonna kind of banter a little bit.
The way a podcast should be, in my opinion.
Because I don't know. I think have you noticed that I've kind of put on like a radio facade?
No, definitely.
Like it's like I felt like it was a talk show.
Yeah,
and it shouldn't have been a talk show. It should be like this, you know?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I really enjoy doing this podcast, but it kind of sucks though because it's like I really don't have time to do a podcast anymore. Like I kind of have to make time, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, if it's like a hobby that you enjoy doing, it's worth making time for. I'd say.
Yeah, I think this is one of those like fun things, you know. We haven't done this in a while, and I feel like it's already a lot more natural.
Yeah, and I had a lot of fun doing the other one, and I'm currently having fun now.
Oh, what a guy!
So, you know,
we have to do this drunk one time.
Okay.
But like, I don't know how I'm gonna get home.
I mean, I still have like half of those beers you left from the Super Bowl in my fridge right now, but my parents are kind of there. I don't want I want them to get upset, you know.
Okay, so
they
like,
love me.
So the one big like idea that I wanted to bring up, or not an idea, but more like a, what would I even call it? Not even a memory.
Topic, I guess.
I guess a topic. Yeah, it was so today. I don't think it's today, but we're getting pretty close to that 1 year mark of where I got fired from my other job.
The sushi place, right?
The sushi place, and I think
Don't name drop the sushi.
I'm not
place,
name dropping anyone. I'm not. I'm going to be very blunt about it. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Because this whole year it's always been on my mind. And
I got murder on my mind.
It's just really hard to talk about.
But no, yes. Please do. Go ahead, tell me.
Okay, so a year ago today, not today, around this time, I started the job with the after school program that me, you, and a couple other buddies work at.
Yeah.
And I never in my life thought I would be working there. I thought I was always gonna be stuck at that sushi place.
Yeah.
And stuck isn't necessarily like the right word, because I did enjoy my job at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I ended up working at this place, and I worked there for like 3 years, huh?
Yeah. Well, didn't you work at a couple? Was it just that one sushi place? For some reason, my memory, you worked at another one.
No, it was only that one. I used to work at a yogurt shop.
Oh, okay. Remember that? You know what? Yeah, of course I do. But you know what I did? I was thinking of Kevin because his
his aunt owns the other one. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
So we're all like related through family in that way. But so pretty much, I was there working for 3 years, and it wasn't even in the town or the city.
Yeah, you had to drive some distance.
Yeah, I had to drive 45 minutes.
That sucks.
South, and if you guys want to do the math, you already know exactly what location it is. So
Visalia.
Visalia, no. But pretty much, I worked there for a while, and I got really, really close with the they were technically like my managers, but like
wasn't it just the owner's son?
They were the owner's sons, and we got so close, dude. Like we went to the gym every Sunday. Like literally, they took me under their wing, and if you know me, I was actually an only child. I have a half sister, but I never grew up with her.
Just listen to the podcast you had with Connor, and you'll know. Yeah,
so pretty much, I never had like older brothers, and they honestly felt like older brothers to me. So
they're the best, aren't they?
Yeah, dude. You have two, but you know what I mean, right? You get that. Exactly what you mean. Yeah, it's like it's really cool to have someone like watch you like grow, but also like pull and make fun of you all the time.
Oh, I'm well aware of that.
Yeah. So that's, I grew up with them for like 3 years. They helped me pursue my car dreams. I feel like they changed me a lot. But yeah. So then I'll just get into the incident. So
please do. I want to hear
the owner was really getting on my ass, man. Like, I don't know. Me and the other coworker were just getting like hammered by him, and it was like one of those things where you walk into work and you just regret it. Like not regret, but you just hate going in.
Okay. I can't really. I've never feel like I've never really like had a moment of time at my job where I like hated being there. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously I've only worked one job, so it's like easy for me to say, but I don't know. I don't know what that feeling's like, but continue.
It sucks, dude. It's like you walk in, because for me it was a 45-minute drive out of my way.
Yeah.
And everyone just said like, why don't you just work somewhere else? And like, I don't want to work anywhere else. I love working with, the boss's sons, because they were like, we all had fun,
I was definitely one of those people that was wondering why you were working there.
All the way, right?
Yeah.
I remember my Civic when I first had it. And you would
still get like pulled over because the cops.
I got pulled over so many times. Yep. I got pulled over like 2 or 3 times.
It was there.
Yeah, and then it was bad, but I just kept going because like I honestly I really enjoyed that company, and to me it was worth the drive.
Yeah, you had like that sort of like family connection, and you liked the drive because you'd drive home and listen to Gambino at night, or Joji at night.
Yep, it was great. And then
night driving, honestly, with like
Windows
sadder
down?
music, windows down, and like sad kind of tone
it's the best,
music.
Dude.
It's it is.
Yeah, so like that drive home was never really that big of an issue. The only issue is that like the mileage.
Yeah, for
and then
sure.
The gas. I remember I filled up like every 3 days on a Civic.
That's insane.
And then I remember I started working there with my Civic at about 60,000 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time I quit, it was already at 110 in a 3-year span. So I pretty much doubled.
But didn't you like go on a lot of trips in that car though too?
I did go on a lot of trips, yeah, but it didn't help that I drove 300 miles each week.
Yeah, that's no.
So then like that just kept adding up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. The amount of like mileage and just the amount of driving that it would take you to that job. So it just kind of sucked because you drive all that way and you'd get there and you'd hate being there.
Yeah, exactly. And then so like the work environment just got a lot more hostile as time began to just keep going.
Yeah.
As time kept going, and it got to the point where I had to question my own self-worth.
Uh-huh.
And I'll get into this very specific detail of actually like the day I actually like pretty much got fired. So the owner was really getting on my ass, and for me at that time I was like, do I risk the relationship between me and his sons, or me and myself? Because that was a job where I took work home.
Yeah.
Anything I felt, I took it home, and I was like so pissed. Like I could not stop talking about it.
I remember you would rant to me a lot about it too.
Mm-hmm. It was rough, dude. It was like one of the worst things ever. And then okay, so I'll pretty much get into it. What happened was is that I walked into work, and I forget like what was going on. So we were.
Wasn't it like a rush or something? Like
No,
that?
no, it was actually before we even opened.
Oh, okay.
So usually,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I would get there at 4. We don't open until 5. So I go. So the normal thing to do is obviously clock in and start prep work before the night shift starts. And so I was doing
getting
that.
your station ready and all that.
Yeah, and so
Well, okay. Well, first, like, what did you do when you were there? Like, what was your role of like the place? You
I was
made
a
the
sushi
rolls,
chef.
right?
Yeah, I was a sushi
okay.
chef. But here's the thing that pissed me off the most was that that place lacked like stability and a system, because tell me why you hired me as a sushi chef.
Yeah.
But I'm in the back doing dishes. I'm in the back like making shrimp. I'm in the back doing cleaning and all this and that. You know what I mean? Like I don't mind cleaning, but
So it just sounds like there wasn't like
there was no structure.
There was no structured staff and like no structured position really.
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
And so, you know, like I was confused, and then one of the brothers, you know, he was just always like, he kind of carried the team.
Yeah.
And so like making fish is really, really hard, because you would get deliveries of big fishes and you need to fillet them. And he was like the only one that can do it and like fast.
Yeah.
And there was a time to where like he would get so mad because he felt like he did so much.
Mm-hmm.
And he would take it out on me, the other guy, and sometimes his brother.
Yeah.
But his brother's been there since as long as he has.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I get like where he's coming from, but it didn't make sense to yell at us, because I get here at 4 and I'm too busy
just
prepping.
get in that position where they just get super frustrated and feel like they're the only one that's like trying or that cares. So I mean, I kind of get that, but yeah, I mean that's no excuse to take it out on other people.
Yeah,
so
especially people that aren't family.
Yeah, and then I can understand your frustration there.
Yeah, so then he was like, "You guys need to learn how to fillet." Like he would come in with like huge attitude and just be like, "You know, I'm tired of doing all this shit around here. You guys need to learn how to pick it up." It's like, bro, I literally just got here, and if you want me to learn, please make some time for me.
Yeah.
Because I come at 4 and I'm already prepping, and prepping takes an hour. That's why I come at an hour early.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that, you know, I've been here for 3 years and now this is becoming an issue?
Yeah, and wouldn't you work until super late too? Like you wouldn't get home until like 11, right?
Yeah, and then the thing was that our hours, dude, was literally 5 to 8 for a dinner service. Does that make any sense? Who has 3 hours to go eat? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you
everyone gets off at work at 6. 10. Yeah, so, but to me, like, I was whatever about it, because either way, I stayed till 10 or 11 cleaning, and I went home.
Did you get paid for cleanup or no?
I got paid for all that time, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I got tips. So I made a pretty good, like, decent money.
Yeah.
But it was hard because the drive home cost gas and maintenance. But anyways,
yeah, go back to that day.
So pretty much like I'm prepping, right? And then the dad, okay, so I'm making tempura shrimp in the kitchen, and I'm like cooking, and then the dad comes out of nowhere.
The owner, right?
The owner, yeah.
Okay.
The owner comes and he's like, "Hey Brian, I see you when you work and you drop the shrimp on the ground and you throw it away. I don't like that." And I was like, I literally was like so taken back that I stopped what I'm doing and I looked at him and I said, "I'm sorry, what?" He goes, "Yeah, you waste our food. Like when you drop it on the ground, you don't waste that food. You throw it back in the deep fryer and you can still use it."
Don't do that.
And I was like, first of all, buddy, I clean these floors every night I'm here.
Yeah.
There's no way I am sleeping on this floor. I would never walk barefoot on this floor. And I highly don't recommend feeding people food off this floor.
Yeah.
That is so disrespectful. And then, you know, I was just like taken back. I was like, "What the fuck is going on, bro?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was arguing with them. Like, "You know, you don't do that." He goes, "Yeah, I've been in the business for 30 years. I know what I'm doing." And I was like, "First of all, buddy, you don't know what you're doing." And then he accused me of like, "Did you even do your
And that might honestly be the case though for a lot of restaurants. We just don't know that.
Yeah. And the biggest issue was that he was like, "Wow, you don't even do your health service thing. Like, you know how you have to get certified to work in food?" And he's like, I was like, "Yeah, I did do mine." And in my head, I was thinking, "You don't do yours. You can't even read English. You have your sons do it. How are you going to accuse me?"
Oh, wow.
And so I was just like baffled. I was like, "No way." And so then I kind of just went off on him because he was saying like, he was actually like mocking me.
Really?
And he was saying like, I know you're getting a new job, because I was applying for another place because I didn't want to keep driving up there and dealing with the bullshit.
Yeah, for sure.
And so he goes, I know you're getting a new job. That's why you don't care anymore. Blah 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 blah. You guys don't work. And I said, how fucking dare you talk to me like that? I drive up here for 3 years, 45 minutes out of my way.
Yeah.
And I bring you guys all the supplies that you guys need, because who is your family telling to bring you guys food up there? Who's taking your little cousin to go work up there too? It's me. I don't get compensated for gas. I don't get compensated for anything.
You were taking their cousin to work there too?
Yeah, I was taking their cousin.
Really?
Like once in a while, like they're on Fridays. So I would take her up there to go work and take her back home.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like that is some bologna sandwich, bro. That's some fucking
they
bullshit.
should have at least compensated you for that.
Yeah, and so then like he was all on me, and I was like, how fucking dare you? Don't you ever talk to me like that. And I was just telling him like you should be thankful that I do all this stuff around here. If it wasn't for me and the other coworker, you guys would not be anything, all right?
Yeah.
And he was just like, and I walked outside all pissed, and everyone in the kitchen was like, quiet.
Yeah.
And you know the funny thing was, one of the workers, like she hates them too, but like I don't know, she keeps going back and working for them, and she was like, yeah,
to this day.
Yeah, and she was like, I'm so glad you did. Yeah. And I was like, she was saying like, yeah, I'm so glad you stood up to him, and I said, why do you guys act all scared of him? You know what I mean? Like, it's a part-time job. Who cares?
Well, I mean, that's their full-time job, though, probably.
That is their full-time job. But it's like, come on now. Like, there's so many other options, and you got to just take the leap. And that's what I did. That's what I learned.
Yeah. Well, that's like a huge thing to just do, though.
Oh, to yell at your boss?
Well, they yell at your boss, and then didn't you just leave after?
No. So I finished that shift, but I was so hot-headed.
Yeah.
And I even told their sons, like, hey, you better get your dad in check. Because if he talks to me one time, I'm going to drop him in his fucking face. I will punch him in his face. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, don't you ever disrespect me like that.
Mm.
And so the sons were all just quiet.
Yeah. Well,
and they were just trying to like...
kind of weird to hear from someone be like, that's how your dad talks, won't punch him.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, it's like... one of the sons, he always is like, oh, I can't wait to leave. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
really?
I can't wait to... You know, like, yeah, I see how he talks to you guys. It's like, why don't you do anything about it?
Well, that's a lot easier said than done, though.
I know, but it's ridiculous. So I was just like, you know what? I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did it, and everyone's like, "Yeah, good job, good for you, Brian." And then that was actually on a Friday or a Saturday, and so I was supposed to work the next Tuesday, and then one of the sons texts me, goes, "Oh, what day was your last day? Like, how do you want to do this?" And I said, I don't know yet, because you know, the after school program never got back to me yet, so I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
And so he was just like, "Oh, okay, well, my mom says that was your last week of work," and I was like, damn, you guys are some fucking pussies, bro. Come say it to my face. You know, how dare you gonna text me like that?
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand that I have an income too. I got things to pay for. But you guys gonna let me off the leash like that? And I was just like, honestly, that's cool.
How long would, like, a period of time was it that you didn't have a job?
Only like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, maybe even a week. Because I planned it to where, like, I had the interview, and then I just went straight to work. Which was cool with me, and it was really different because...
A lot different of an environment.
Yeah. So pretty much the relationship between me and the brothers was like so black and white.
Really?
Because I definitely felt one way.
Yeah.
And they felt so oblivious. So I remember
well, that's their dad, you know. That's just kind of hard.
It just doesn't make sense to me though. So I remember
they're probably so used to it, they've grown up with it their whole life.
Yeah. I agree with that. And then I was supposed to go pick up my pay from him
for the last time.
Yeah, for that Thursday. And to me, I was expecting, maybe this is my fault, but I was expecting him to be like, hey man, I'm sorry that like we had to let you go like that.
Yeah.
Or like, I mean, I'm sorry that my dad, you know, ever like pissed you off and made you feel like that. I got there and he goes, here you go. And he was like, so are you still gymming? Or like, he kind of made it seem like
it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal. And I just said, yeah. And I grabbed my check and I walked out.
Do you still talk to them or no?
So like they or one of the brothers texts me once in a while. I was like, when we started, when this was actually kind of fresh, he was like, oh, like, do you want to go to the gym? Blah, 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 blah. And I just ignored him.
Really? Well, yeah, there's a lot of just, like, trauma and, like, just heartache there, though.
Yeah, because, dude, I was, like, the only time I had real, like, brothers in my life, and then, you know, like, they can't even stand up for me.
Yeah.
That's what hurt the most. And then, what was it? So I think I was more hurt with one of the other brothers because I was a little bit closer to him. Because, bro, I did his his photos for free. Like literally anything he needed, I did for him. The reason I'm talking about it now is because I feel comfortable and I'm accepting that idea that I'm my own person now. I don't have to look up to anyone, and that life is a lot better. Could you imagine? Because like I got a Facebook memory, and I posted something about like, oh, like you guys want to talk shit? Say it to my face. I guess y'all like eating food off the floor. I said that on Facebook, and I popped up again, and I was like, holy crap, that was a year ago. Like, look where I am now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think one of my biggest fears was like not having money, not having the income. And then, you know, here I am, like totally fine. I'm about to graduate, like
no problem at all.
No problem at all. Like it's so minute. And then
great relationships at work, like with like your boss and everything too.
It was so surreal to have a job where I didn't come home and feel like I'm taking all the stress home with me. Unless it's obviously
sometimes
it's like
that still happens.
Obviously the kids get on your nerves, but like I don't go home and be like, Timmy said this to me. I'm never gonna talk to him ever again. You know?
Yeah.
Because kids like they forget things.
Yeah, they do. It's so like that's so funny though about like working with kids. Is like one day like literally a kid will be like, "I hate you. You're the worst."
Oh yeah.
And like literally a day later, they're like, "Oh, what's up?" Like I don't know. It's just funny.
Usually I get that when I send a kid in because he did something bad. And he's like, "I hate you.
You're
the worst."
Yeah.
And then you know, like maybe 10 minutes later he goes, "You want to play basketball?"
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, all right, I guess. But that's like the innocence, you know what I mean? Like they don't know. They don't know better. One of the funny things about that sushi story was that I kept running into them.
Really?
Like, recently. Like I went to
recently or like when it was fresh?
No, like just recently.
Oh,
like
okay.
I remember I'm trying to remember. I think it was like a family Sunday dinner or something like that. So we ended up going to the cousin's house. And then I noticed that there are cars there. And I walk in, and I didn't know that they were gonna be there. And my whole family knows, like, you know, like me and them
what
are not
happened?
like we're not on good terms. And and then they still like didn't give me any heads up. And I was just like, oh. So I walked in, and everyone's like, Brian, like everyone's all confused, and I was like, I literally walked in, and I said, oh no. Man, I've been bamboozled. And so I said, what's up to everyone? And I was kind of fake. I was just go whatever.
Yeah.
And then you know, honestly, I just ate and I left, and I said whatever. I left.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's just kind of funny that a year ago that was like always on my mind and I got fired. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then now like I'm doing totally fine. Like I'm my own person.
You were too good for the sushi business.
I think I was, dude. I had so many. I think I told you. One of those times I told you that I was gonna tell the boss something really, really fucked up.
You did.
Like,
you texted me, I think, right after that happened.
I did text you.
Because I remember you being like, they can't talk to me like this. Yeah. I remember being like, what are you even talking about?
Oh, yeah. I remember oh man, whatever I said, I don't think I'm going to say it. I'm definitely not. But it was like one of those things
where I definitely remember you were
yeah.
like, I'm going to tell my boss off. Like, he can't talk to me like that.
Yeah.
And I remember just being like, yeah, but he's like your boss. And I don't know. But I mean... One thing about you, though, is what I noticed is, like, if you want to say something, you're going to say it.
Definitely, bro.
Like, you have some insane Twitter fingers for no reason. Like, there's no reason.
Wait, are you going to pull one up right now or what? I just can't remember, like a...
No, you can remember, you idiot.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I've been wanting to bring this up. So, that guy that I got beef with right out of high school, you know, I'm not going to lie. That's always been on my mind.
Why?
I don't know, and I feel like I want to text him and just be like, "Hey, I'm really sorry that."
Oh, like you like regret like just being.
I just regret being a dick, bro, and being like a savage.
That's something that's like always been big with me. Mm-hmm. And I felt like in high school, like I was just like, I don't know, like, I was just trying to be funny all the time, you know, and like the way of doing that was to just be a dick.
Yeah,
like people thought you were funny if you were a dick or if you were weird, and I felt like a lot of people like didn't like me. Because I was just really mean, and I wasn't trying to be, but I was just trying to be funny, you know.
Yeah.
There were some people here and there that you just genuinely don't like, but I don't know. I've always regretted like being rude. Like I remember a couple years after like I graduated, I went up to like Shannon at like a football game, like when she was still working there, and I just was like,
I'm sorry.
I was like, I work with kids now, and it's like. When they don't listen to you, it's like super annoying, right? Like it just gets on your nerves, and it's just like they're just like, why can't you listen, you know? And I never would like listen to Shannon, dude. Like I'd always do whatever I wanted, or I'd blurt out stuff in class, and I was just like thinking about myself like if I had myself, I'd be
in
like,
your own class.
yeah, I'd hate me.
Yeah.
So like I just went up to her and I like apologized to her for like basically everything.
What'd she say?
She thought it was like very sweet and just stuff like that. Like I think it was a very like nice, genuine like
a real apology.
yeah. Like I think she considered it to be real. I think I considered like I definitely was like it was from the heart. I don't know. It's just kind of funny how like when you're in high school and especially like maybe like a year after, you think it's like cool or funny to be a dick to someone.
Yeah.
Especially like on Twitter. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah. So I was actually thinking about like texting him, be like, "Hey, bro, I'm really sorry."
I think you should at least text him or DM him.
I think I'm gonna do that. I don't know when, but like eventually.
Yeah.
Because I felt bad because like
it was always weird for me because like you were like my good friend and I was like pretty good friends with him. Like
you know why I got mad? The reason why I was mad at him was because I kept hearing like bits and pieces from like individuals saying like, "Oh, he thought." He was better than you, and like you were never gonna make it, and that's when I was just like, you know what, fuck this guy. So I went off, and then I just after a while like he ended up picking up on it, and he actually like messaged me, and he goes, "Hey bro, like why are you talking about me like this? You know, like I really wish you would say it to my face." And I said, "Man," so I just went off on him, and he went off on me, and like all right, whatever then, like screw you. And ever after that day, I was like. I was totally like, whatever, I'm a savage. Like, bro, I'm Brian. I don't give a shit. Like, so I'm a savage. And then now that I like grew up a little bit, and I realized like,
it's like it's not very fun being mean to people.
Yeah, it wasn't fun at all. And then I feel really bad. Like, I really want to text him or do something. I don't know if he even cares, to be honest. But like,
yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if it's something that weighs on his mind at all.
Yeah, but it probably like he knows.
It'd probably just be nice to be like, oh yeah, man, like for sure, like. I feel like he'd come around, you know.
I don't know. I haven't seen him in forever.
I haven't either. I haven't talked to him in years. I feel kind of bad because we were actually like pretty good friends.
We were honestly really good friends,
but I think know what happened. We just like we all went our separate ways.
It was just his personality outside of when you hang out with him. But I'm sure he's changed now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm sure he has like way more important things to be worrying about besides like childish shit like that
or playing band.
Yeah, so I'm sure like I don't know. I'll probably reach out to him eventually. But I think it's super funny that, like, I would have considered him like my number one nemesis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I know exactly what you mean.
I don't know. I just want to make peace because I think it's just so.
There's just no need to be like petty like that.
Yeah.
Especially like if you haven't, like especially even during that time, like they weren't even doing anything to you.
Yeah, I just kept hearing stuff.
Yeah, you just kept hearing stuff. But I mean. Yeah, I think you should just be like hit him up. Yeah. Like, hey man, like that stuff years ago. Like I'm sorry. Like I thought it was funny. I thought it was cool, but I've grown up and it's just not.
Yeah. I don't know. Now that I realize that like that stuff doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
Do you think the reason why like I did that was because I was one of the first people of our group to just be straight up like stopping the chit chat behind closed walls or closed doors, and I just straight up said it out loud.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean you were the first?
Like, I felt like
because I don't really feel like anyone's ever really like done it again. You know what I mean? I feel like you called him out, and that was about it.
No, I'm saying like I think everyone in their like little minds was thinking, I can't wait to do this. Like one of these days, I'm just gonna do it.
One of these days, I'm gonna tell you how I really feel.
And for me to be the first person just to do it, everyone was probably like, "Oh shit!" Like, "Oh my god, he's actually going off."
Yeah, that's definitely my reaction. But like I said, it was kind of awkward for me because I was still like talking to him, and he was his friend at the time.
Yeah,
and he knew I'm like a good friend of yours, and he's like, "Why are you friends with people like that?" And I was like, "I don't know. He's not usually like that. I don't know."
No, I don't know. I think the whole band thing was such a scam.
I could literally talk about band for hours.
I could too. Band is so whack.
Much. I mean, it's not whack because a lot of my friends now I have from doing it.
Yeah, like us.
Yeah, and I felt like I learned a lot of just things. I feel like I learned most of my stuff though when I did BDB, just like time management stuff. Oh,
just like kind of matured because you're on your own.
Yeah, you're on your own, and you have so much time to do a lot, and you kind of have to like, I don't know. I feel like you kind of have to learn to entertain yourself enough for like an hour. You know what I mean? Because that's those times you get to really like entertain yourself, and you have to just find a way to entertain yourself through different, just random stuff, because you're practicing all day. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like I when I look back on band, like especially like for as far as high school goes, like I look back at it like in a positive light, but I felt like I could not get along with the other people in it, and I don't know. I always just
Let's get into it because I feel the same way.
all right. Well, like, what's first then?
It's kind of funny because like band kids are known to be nerds. You know what I mean? And we
Yeah.
were.
No,
but there's
for
also
sure.
a social divide between the nerds and the
and
really
the
nerdy
really
kids. You know,
Yeah.
like we were the nerds, but we weren't like the
Like,
nerdy nerds.
I was in band, but like I was like considered like a bad kid
yeah,
because I didn't like just want to do band my entire life. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like I would like we would mess around like
would,
straight
bro, we
up
would.
because we had time to do it.
And we
But
had the
then
balls.
There were those, I'll just call them super nerdy band geeky people that would practice all day
And still be bad.
and still suck. Like, I felt like I just had natural talent. I'm gonna be honest, like I never practiced.
I didn't practice.
I
either.
practiced like once. Even during BDB, like I practiced my music like outside of like being there like 2 times.
Really?
Yeah, I never practiced.
You know the thing is though, I think with band, it's like I can't really go home and practice because
Yeah.
I feel like I sound like shit.
Well, it's not even that. Like, it's also like sometimes people go home to houses where like their parents don't want to hear them try to play.
Yeah.
But like that's not the case for me. Like my parents would be totally okay for me to practice. It's just like, look, man, I just played for like sometimes 3 hours
8
straight.
hours, bro. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah,
the
like you
practices.
get out of lunch and then you go to marching band practice and then you go to stupid concert band practice and then you go to stupid jazz band practice if you were in that too. Okay, I'm sounding too negative, but I mean like that's a lot of playing, like, and that's every day pretty much. I'm not gonna go home and keep doing it.
Yeah.
I still have homework to do, and I'm probably not even gonna do that because I didn't do that in high school either.
You know what's funny though? It's like I feel like for me to learn, I had to learn as an ensemble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I felt like I did better like in a group, but then like I don't know, I'd get really bored, like especially during concert band where we're just sitting there. Like marching band's one thing because we're outside and like moving around, but like during concert band, just sitting there while like you're just waiting, like one section's being worked on, and like you're just sitting there and people are like on their phones and stuff. But
That's when
I couldn't though. I just was too like I needed to move, like I needed to do something.
you know what's funny though? That's when the school did not allow phones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I heard now
Do
they,
they allow
do.
phones?
I think at the high school, yeah, you can have your phone out.
I mean, I'm sure it's not.
Not like you can just pull it up in class and not. pay
Also, like,
attention.
I'm very sure, like, especially in band, they're not going to be like, all right, go on your phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I don't know. I think that one thing that band taught me was not to take things too seriously. Like I used to take things super seriously in band, like when we would compete, like, oh, we have to win.
Yeah, I did too.
And now I look back at it, it's like, dude, I don't even care. Like I honestly don't even like band right now. Like I think it's so. I think it's just
lame?
dumb, bro. Like, I don't care that you march POW. I don't care that you march like Red Wave. Like, it's fine. Like, who cares?
Yeah, no, but it's just different being involved in that activity.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of harder for us to say because, like, we were definitely, like, good at points, but it just always sucked because, like,
Dude, we
knew
played with everyone sucked.
we knew that, like, we weren't good. You know, like, we were good. We were fine. Like, especially my senior year, like, for marching band, like, we were good. We won, like, 3A.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it just sucked knowing that it's like, oh, like, this is only as good as we can get. Because I knew,
Yeah.
like, just judging from the other people that were in it, it's like we're never, like, the saying you're only as good as your weakest member is very true for band. And it's just, I don't know, like, it just sucked for me because I was like, it doesn't matter. Like, that's kind of why I didn't practice, too, because I felt like I never needed to.
Oh, I
Because
see.
no one else, like, I was never threatened to lose my chair. Like, I always knew Austin was going to be in front of me, and I didn't really care, you know? Like, I don't know, like, there was just no motivation there because I kind of knew we weren't good.
What is it that made you not want to pursue band or anything in the musical field anymore?
The other people involved.
What do you mean by that?
I feel like I was a part of this too. It's like there's just like this competitiveness, and everyone's just always talking crap on each other, and like we're all in the same band. Yeah. People are like, this person sucks. I can't believe they're at this chair. I'm just like, look, I don't want to be a part of that. It's just like everyone's just really. I felt like everyone was really negative, and I felt like as far as like for where we went to high school, a lot of people in band were just weird.
Oh yeah, dude.
They were just weird. Like, and they had like no social skills.
They were really, really weird. I'm just gonna say it out loud. My homeboy Martin, he's totally normal now, but I remember
he's not totally.
He was not normal. Come on
but
now, way better.
I loved Martin though.
I do too. I see him at school and I'm like, wow, dude, like, I love this guy.
No, I'm not talking about people like Martin.
No, but like what he did was weird. Like he had he had spaghetti in his like front pocket, ravioli, and he goes, "What's up, Brian?"
He brought canned clam chowder. Yeah. To competitions and stuff.
He was just really funny, weird, and then
he was a funny weird, and I liked that because I felt like I was in that group.
But it was really nice to see him grow up and mature. You know what I mean? Like you see him now, and he's like I can actually hang out with Martin.
No, yeah,
for go out in public with them.
No, I love Martin, but no, I was talking about those geeky band people.
Oh, the ones that were like
they were super judgmental.
Yeah,
and like they were just mean. And they all painted me out to be the villain. I always felt like walking around that people thought I was like a really bad guy. Okay, and I wasn't even trying to be. I was just trying to have fun. And and if I offended you in the process, I'm sorry. It was never my intent. Okay, it was my intention sometimes.
At the time, it was your intention.
At the time, because I knew what people thought about me. Okay, I'll never forget that one time. It was when I was a section leader my junior year. And they tried to do this secret meeting with Shannon or something
without you, right?
Without me, and they had these papers written up, and I'm pretty sure your girlfriend wrote them, and it said bad leadership, and they literally put my name in big letters. I remember that with a cloud around it, and I'm like, yo, it's August, I'm 16, let me try, why are you calling me out? I know your friend didn't get the position that I did. But dude, calm down.
I don't even want to talk about that guy. I have to give the music people props because studying music is such a bitch, bro. And
it's hard.
It's not even a guaranteed career, Because I remember I teched right out of high school, so I teched for Sunnyside and I also teched for. I teched for two schools. One at further down from Fresno, and then one the higher up Fresno, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one of the poor schools and one of the richer schools, and it was really funny though because when I teched at the more low income school, I saw how they worked, I saw how their practice was, and I was like, hey guys, we can't be doing this. Like leave it to me and Justin. Me and Justin will figure this out. And bro, at finals, we literally 10 pointed second place.
That's quite a spread.
Dude, we just destroyed
I remember
them.
that, actually.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And we got gold medals, and I was like, this is sick, bro. And then the thing is, though, guess how much I got paid for that?
$20?
Zero.
You never got paid?
$0 because it was all voluntary.
Oh, well, I mean, if they're low income, then yeah.
And the thing is, though, it's after that 10-point spread and we won first place for them, I came back the next year, and that was before I got the other job. And so, I was like, hey, I feel like we're doing something really good at this program. What, can I get on the payroll? Can we talk about a job position? And they're just like, yeah, we'll think about it. And they just ended up saying no. And so I ended up going to the richer school, and, I ended up getting paid, but it wasn't anything too crazy. For a whole season, I probably made $300.
And that's $300 more than the other season.
That is more. But I actually ended up splitting it with Emilio because me and him shared the spot. One thing I learned from all my experiences, and this might sound kind of bad, but here where I'm coming from is to never give 110% at a part-time job. And let me explain why I say that.
Okay, I'll stop you right there.
Okay.
Honestly, I think if I don't think you should ever go into a job or something just not working your hardest.
No. I'm saying okay, yeah, like I said, it was going to be bad wording, but I mean, obviously when you work for someone, you try your hardest and you try your best. But one thing you should probably not do is commit yourself so much to where
you feel like you can't leave.
Yeah, and if one day you do get let go, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing that I learned was that no matter what your position is or how good you are, you're gonna get replaced eventually.
That's just I mean that's
just
just
life,
how it
right?
goes. Yeah.
Like, I thought at that sushi place I had tenure because I was technically like family.
Yeah.
I
you were
worked
there
with them for
so
3
long, and you're
years. Like, I
giving
was
their
there for
cousin
every
rides and
change.
stuff.
Yeah, and I was there for like even like family events. Like, I thought I was in. And look at that. I got cut. Even at my first job at the yogurt shop. Ooh.
Oh, that was another one.
At the yogurt shop. Actually, that was actually my first job. It was in high school, and it was actually like my first family member.
Wasn't it the summer into your
Senior year? Yeah. So I was like 17?
Yeah.
No, I was
Well, you were-
16.
no, you were
16 going 17.
Yeah.
And so, I got fired from that. And it's like, no matter if you're family...
Brian likes band over family.
Apparently, I guess. But I'm just saying, like... And until you realize, like, for me, I ended up realizing that I wanted to work for myself. And that, that's why I ended up going into my major in my field, was because I was tired of people telling me what to do. And I was tired of, not having the stability. The only way I can feel like the stability in my life is if I make it on my own. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the one making sure that I am getting where I want to be. I'm not relying on anyone else, and I can just do it.
Well, you also, I mean, like, I feel like that's a good mindset to have, to like be able to bet on yourself. But I feel like you should also like realize like there are people that will help you. Like you're not totally alone.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
know that's not what you're saying,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, some people I feel like get that mentality where they're like, oh, I'm betting on myself, I'm by myself, and then like that they like take the people that help them in their
for
life
granted,
for granted.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, if you were to ask me if I would change anything that has happened to me, I would say no. Because without those experiences, I wouldn't have realized that I want to be exactly where I am right now. Obviously, I want $100,000 more in my bank account.
Well,
But, I mean, like, I'll
and you
get
can
there.
still make that.
Yeah.
You can still make it happen.
And, the kind of funny thing is, like, going through all those experiences, I realize how stuck people are.
In what way?
So, like, working for, like, a restaurant, man, you know what I mean? Like, I feel that they're stuck doing that one thing forever. But for me, I feel like I'm going through multiple phases.
I mean, you went from sushi to children, and then now you're going to go into media.
Go into media, and then I feel like with media, like, what else can I do, One thing I don't want to do is stay static. I don't want to stay static to where, I'm stuck doing one thing for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Maybe like the same genre, but I don't want to keep, I don't want to keep clocking in at 9 a.m., prepping sushi for 10 plus more years. Who the hell wants to do that? Pop, 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 pop. You know what I mean, though? It's like...
No, I definitely know what you mean.
Like, if you're not progressing in life, that's probably why you're not happy. And that's what I've noticed going throughout all my,
just
experiences.
seeing different types of people in different places. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I don't know. So, I got a question for you.
Okay.
What is your biggest fear as of right now? So I'll say mine first, so maybe you can get like an idea.
Okay. I'll have to think about it, but go ahead, I'll listen.
For right now, my biggest fear is running out of money and not having an income. Like somewhere where I know I'm going to get money from.
Okay. I could definitely see why that, because I mean, like you're just like, you're about to graduate and you're about to like head off into the quote like real world. So,
and I also want to keep up with my hobby.
Yeah.
But that doesn't help that my hobbies are so expensive, like my car.
Yeah, that's definitely
my camera stuff. And I like to eat, dude. Like,
yeah, I don't know, honestly. Biggest fear.
You ever fear about losing your position at work?
Not at all. Not in the slightest.
Okay, let's say one of these days, they're like, hey man, like we just want to, you're out for right now. What is your second plan?
Wow.
Tough, huh?
I really don't know. Actually, I have thought. I've honestly thought it's like, well, like if for whatever reason, like Campus Club just doesn't work out, like I don't know, say whatever, something happens, I don't know, they want to
you're gone, right?
Move on.
Yeah.
I've honestly thought about going to work at America's Tire with like Austin and Zach,
bro.
Just like because
just to see it, right?
Just to work a different job, because I don't know. I feel like if something bad were to happen and like say like I don't even do anything, but I get like the short end of the stick and I get like let go from my position. All right. I don't want to go work with kids again because
because it's like you want to try something new, or
yeah.
don't want
I definitely do not want to go into food. Like I don't want to go into serving. I don't really mind retail. Like that's not something I would be opposed to. But I mean, let's be honest. Like I don't think like that's like a real situation. I don't think it's gonna happen. But I don't know. I guess like a big fear is just like, dude, this is tough.
It's tough, huh?
Yeah. I mean, like there's like normal ones like, oh, I don't want to die, you know, stuff like
yeah.
that. I really gotta think. I'm trying to think like how open.
How about this? I'll talk about another fear of mine.
Okay.
I kind of fear change.
That's an interesting thing to fear, considering like you've gone through a lot of
change, right?
Yeah.
And so I say that because like I know I get really anxious with change, especially with like school schedules. So you know, school schedules, they obviously change all the time.
Yeah.
I just don't like feeling uncertain, and I'm pretty sure no one does.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm just with you. Like, especially like when you're building a new schedule for a new semester, it's always, honestly, it's one of the most stressed out I've ever been.
Yeah, because you're just like, shit, like I gotta commit to this time, and what if it affects my work schedule? Then if that affects my work schedule, then I can't work.
Yeah.
I don't make money.
Yeah.
Then I can't have your Lego Death Star that you've always wanted.
Dude, I really want to save up for that, but then like I'll like go look it up and be like, I don't want to drop $500 on this.
Bro, do you see me in my car?
That you can drive your car. Like,
okay,
it would just be staring at a Death Star.
And you have to build it too, huh?
I mean, that's why I want to do it. I just want to build it.
How long do you think that project would take? Like a year? No.
Not at all. It'd probably
2
take
months?
What? Building that thing?
Yeah.
No,
a week?
It'd probably take like 3 days, maybe.
What's your realistic schedule though?
Well, I mean, I would buy it like during like the summer or something.
Where you could finish that.
Where I have time. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it like mid-semester or something like that. I don't know. I think.
No, he's looking it up.
No, I'm not looking it up. No, I just had my phone buzzed. But as far as going back to like the fear thing, it's just like that I'm not gonna live up to like my own expectations of like myself. You know, because I have expectations for me, and I mean like, I guess that's a bad way to put it because like things change, your expectations change, but like just. I don't know. I don't want to be that open on the podcast.
Oh, no worries.
I don't want to do that.
No, I mean, the expectations is a real thing. And I feel like it's kind of hard because, like, you get open to new things every fucking time or any time of the day, you know? Like, sometimes I remember I was so scared of change that I didn't want to apply to any other school besides Fresno State because if I've moved out of state, or not out of state, out of the city, I'd have to be worrying about money. I'd have to be worrying about, you know, going to class, not getting kicked out, and I'd worry about like changing my lifestyle.
I think most people like aren't okay or not like they're really hard to change. But I mean, like I guess like a big fear of mine is kind of like yours of like I'm really afraid that like I'm like gonna mismanage my money or something and like end up like homeless or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't think that would realistically happen, but it's definitely like, it's just like a random fear that I have. Like, I don't want to just like, I don't know, somehow put all my money on something and get screwed. I don't know, something like that.
Like just something like shitty happens and now you're like pulling out of your savings every single time.
Yeah.
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 That's my biggest fear. I think another fear I have is, actually, let's get a little more like fun with it. All right.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have to be talking about fear.
We're gonna talk about fear, but do you have any phobias? Are you scared of heights?
No, actually, I'm not really.
Really?
Like, I don't know. Like, I think like heights are kind of cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, definitely like
you get sweaty, right?
I'm definitely like afraid to go like on a big roller coaster. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But like going up high somewhere, like. I don't know, like, it doesn't really affect me as long as, like, I know, like, I'm okay, you know? Like, because I went to the Grand Canyon, like, a couple of years ago.
Would you ever go skydiving?
No, absolutely not.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't want to do that. I don't know.
If I said, hey, David, clear your plans, I booked this, and the homies, a day to go skydiving, but you have to pay for your own ticket.
You're going to be one less homie.
Ah,
You know, actually though, I'm kind of like afraid of the ocean.
are you scared of like the depth of the ocean?
Yeah, dude, it's so
That's
big.
a real fear.
It's so big.
And I kind of like I think that's a normal fear. I kind of have that fear, but I don't mind being in the ocean.
I don't mind like going in the ocean, but I
Like
would
deep sea?
not. I would not want to go like on a boat. Like I'll probably never go on a cruise.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't.
The only reason I wouldn't go back on a cruise is because I get motion sickness from that.
Well, yeah, there's that. But I mean, like literally, like just how, like, dude, you think about the ocean? It's just so.
Isn't it
big.
like 70% of?
The
There's-
Earth.
I'm gonna
And,
look at that. I'm gonna look that
I
up.
think there's like some stat where it's like we've only discovered like 5% of it. I'm like, okay, I don't know how true that is, but
How much? What do I even say?
how much of the ocean have we discovered? I don't know.
How much of the ocean is explored? Just 5% of the Earth's oceans have been explored and chartered.
No way, I do not believe
That is according to Worldwide Boat. I mean, I'm not sure that's like
Worldwide Boat, very reliable source.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But 5%, bro. I mean, yeah, I get that scary though. Like I totally get it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a little claustrophobic too, but I think probably anyone would be, right?
I don't think I'm claustrophobic.
Really?
I'm
So
not
like
claustrophobic.
really?
Yeah, I'm not.
So like you could get shoved into like a small box.
Yeah, no,
Like
I'd be
the
totally
size
fine.
of you and you'd be like fine.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like I'd start kind of flipping out.
No, my biggest fear, phobia wise.
Don't tell me. I need to think about it.
I got it from a movie.
I'm drawing a blank.
It's a Harry Potter movie. It was also in Shrek, but it wasn't like the 1, 2, or 3. It was like one of the bonus ones.
Is it spiders?
Spiders, bro.
Nice, I got it. I remember one time we were driving in your Civic, and like literally like a huge spider just.
Oh, it's
started-
crawling the dash, huh?
No, it was like it was like coming down from your rear view mirror. You remember that? Like, it was
Yeah, I
just,
remember
like,
that. Yeah,
coming down.
yeah.
Oh, and you started just screaming. I didn't know what you were talking about. Like, I didn't know why because I was like, on my
I have a
phone.
huge fear of spiders, and I will hate you for ever pulling anything on that. Like pulling anything up on me like that.
Nah, I don't do stuff like that.
You know what? I think one of the biggest why I got like arachnophobia was because do you remember not Clifford? It was Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Dude, that show.
Do you remember that?
So
Do you remember the episode with the
weird.
spiders?
No,
You don't at all.
look it up.
No, fuck no.
I'll look.
No, don't. I will
know,
kill
okay,
you.
Have you? I remember like watching an episode, and it's like he like the Courage like has some sort of like slab or something.
Slap?
Yeah, it's like a slab, like a tablet, like a stone tablet or something like that.
Right.
And like all of a sudden, this like thing like appears like outside in the middle of, cause, you know, they live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's this weird looking thing, and it just says like, I think it says "return the slab" or something. I remember seeing that and just like literally being scared from that for like years.
So you just never touched like rocks at all, or
No,
what?
I mean like I just remember like because like I remember like in the house I used to live in Visalia. With
It looked like that.
no, it didn't look like that.
Oh.
It was just like it was a 2-story house,
Okay.
and it was like you go up the stairs, and on the left is my parents' room, on the right is my room. So if I ever had to go to their room in the middle of the night, like you have to look down the stairs. Like you, if you look to the left, you look down the
Oh.
stairs, and I would always look down the stairs every night to see if that thing was there. Dude, I swear that thing got me. There was also this other part of that show where like randomly this weird looking thing just like it's a weird looking animation and it just says "You're not perfect."
What?
Have you ever seen that?
No, I
Dude,
don't remember
I'm
seeing
telling
that. You should pull that
I'll
up.
pull it up right now.
That's really funny.
Dude, it's weird.
I just remember that show being really, really weird. That? Oh, I remember this. This is what scared you?
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right, type in the spider one then. I remember I went on the ride at Universal. Have you been to Universal?
No, I mean I went to the one like
A while ago or what?
I went to the one in Orlando like over 10 years ago.
Okay, so there's a Harry Potter ride.
Is it Spider Motel?
Yes. And I remember on that ride, there's a certain part where spiders are just all up in your face, and I literally just like died. What is it called? Cat's Motel?
I don't know, I just looked it up. Big scary spiders.
Let me see this. Hey, fast forward it. Yes, I remember that thing. No dogs allowed. Okay, sure.
Honestly, like the dude.
This show's so
What
bad.
was the dude's name?
I don't know.
I don't know. He was such a dick though to Courage.
Yeah, he's horrible.
Like no reason.
Is it her name Muriel?
Miriam or
Miriam,
something.
yeah. Oh, right here, yes. Oh, see?
That?
No, they just grow so big. Ugh.
Yeah, some nasty looking mouths. So that's what got you?
No, like, yeah, obviously that got me, but there's scenes where, like, the spiders come, you know what I mean? Like, right here, right here. Yeah, he opens it. Yeah, hell no, dude. Fuck no. Usually, I know it's a real phobia because every time I see a spider, my ears ring super loud.
Really?
My ears go, like, they ring.
That's...
But it's only when I
That's
see, like,
weird.
spiders, like on TV or anything like that, like a picture. But if I see them in person, I don't care.
This is
What
the
is
other
this?
thing. This is the other thing I was talking about.
It's like digressing at this point, huh? Is this
Yeah.
it?
Well, I mean, this is kind of what you wanted, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we had a lot more, like, open conversations.
Well, I mean, we were just watching a video for a while. But we were I don't know, we were talking about fears. But how long have you been recording right now?
About an hour.
I don't know. How long do you want it to be?
It's gonna get chopped down, so I
Well,
mean,
yeah. I guess so.
but I guess, yeah. If
Is
you're
there,
listening,
like, anything specifically you want to, like...
address.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're listening to this and you are part of any of those stories, like at my work, oh, my voice keeps cracking, bro. But I'm gonna keep that in because it's funny.
You're nervous.
I guess I am nervous, but I just want to say that right now in my life, I just want to let you guys know that, or I just want to let them know that whatever happened in the past. Like, I really don't care at this point. But if I ever see that person in sight, I will fucking fade them up. I don't care. Like,
Respect.
you know what I mean? Like, I ain't taking no disrespect, but I'm not gonna go and disrespect you in your face. You know what song suits me the best? Is that not so good?
I'm gonna be honest. I thought it's so quiet in the mic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I mean, you
He
get
said,
you
"I ain't
can hear it.
taking disrespect, little nigga,
Whoa.
little N word." You know what I mean? That's the best, bro. I don't know.
Nah, I mean, I understand that.
Yeah, but yeah, if you're listening to this, don't get too offended.
Don't get offended. If we don't get offended, like for me, I talked about a couple. I alluded to a few people. Like, I mean, no disrespect. I mean, I'm just kind of talking about what the past was. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't talk
we're
to them
completely
now
different
anyway, so, like,
now.
who cares?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, if I guess that was a good podcast, man.
Yeah, I guess you wanna have a beer because we still have some.
No, I gotta drive home.
Well, you can have like one.
Nah. You can have one on your own.
I mean, I already did, but
All right, well, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you, David, for coming.
yeah, we'll do this again sometime soon, I hope.
All right, Connor, hit us with that outro.